Hello everyone, it's John back again with another tutorial in Adobe Lightroom. Last time we looked at the graduated filter, but this time I want to look at the radial filter. As we saw in the last video, it had the effect of making this cliff face a little bit dull, so I'd like to get some brightness back into that and maybe a little bit of colour. If we click on the graduated filter, and then we can draw a circle here, and we can stretch this circle out to cover the cliff and make it just a little bit smaller perhaps. Just drag that up a bit and just drag this side in. I just want to make this fit a little bit better, and because we want to do some work in this area here. Now by default, what the radial filter is doing is it's applying the effect outside of the area that we've just defined here, and I want to change that. So if I click on invert mask, that will change it so now the inner part of this is actually being affected. That's just a little bit too bright for me, so I'm just going to pull that down just a bit, something like that. But I want to actually sharpen this, so let's bring that sharpness right up. So I need to counteract the two graduated filters that we had there before. So I need to do that. I also want to do a little bit on saturation, so let's just bring the saturation up a bit, and I want to bring a little bit more magenta into this to actually try and bring out what it was like before, and perhaps I'll put a bit of a yellow in there as well, because it was sunrise after all. Let's just push that up a bit, and I'm going to just push clarity up a bit to get a little bit more definition in there, and I'm going to duplicate that radial filter, which will apply the effect again, but I won't do exposure this time. The exposure I'm quite happy with. So if we just click the H button or the H key, that hides the graduated filter, and we can see just exactly what we've adjusted. Well, up here it's still actually quite dark, so I want to do something about that. So let's press H again to get the outline back, and I'm going to click on new to give myself a new mask. So this time we'll do just a smaller one, but perhaps not quite so wide as that, just in there. And we'll invert that mask. Let's just pull that down a bit, and we'll push the sharpness up, we'll push the magenta up a bit and the yellow up a bit. And what I'm going to try and do is actually just match what we had there before. It's difficult, but there's another way we can do this. It's difficult, but we can try and match it. Maybe that might be just a little bit too much. Let's put up saturation a bit. We can just try and balance that out, and that's looking a little better. So when we use the graduation, so the graduated filter, that was actually defining a region of the image where the effect was going to apply. When I say region, I'm talking about a rectangular region. We can use the radial filter to actually define a circular region where we want to apply a filter. But if we can't get the effect we want using those, then we need to use the tool that we're going to use in the next video, which is the adjustment brush. So I'll see you next time, and thank you for watching.